Hello everyone, hope you're all doing okay during these crazy times. I want to start things off by saying thank you. I did not expect the past few videos that I uploaded to pop off as much as they did. As a thank you, I want to create this little video that will go in depth more of what I use to complete these fights and hopefully answer any questions that people still have out there. Keep in mind, these builds are not set in stone. If you have anything that I don't have or would prefer to use, that's perfectly fine. I am only using items that I got off the normal difficulty playthrough, so if there's anything in hard that you have that I don't, that's perfectly fine. You can change the build however you want, and if you feel like there's something that would better suit you other than something that I used, that's perfectly fine as well. I'm just giving my honest suggestions from a button masher's point of view. I'll pin a comment down below that will lead to the different fights. So if you want to just skip to a certain fight that you're having trouble on, just click on the timestamp that will be down below. Once again, thank you everyone for checking out my previous videos, giving a like, leaving a comment, dropping a downvote. Anything you did in reaction to the videos I did previously, just thank you. Alright, first things first, we need a build. With Cloud, we're going to be using a hard edge with chain bangle and supernatural wrist guards. Materia is the same exact thing except for one main thing. Thanks to Ricky Silo who commented in one of my previous videos, we're going to be using a elemental materia linked with a lightning materia to make some of the harder fights in this route faster. And for anyone having a hard time trying to find the simulation, this is chapter 17. And this is the route to the simulation. So this first fight is fairly threatening. The guy on the roller skates can one-shot you, but we're going to focus on the unknown entity first because he casts Thundiga and is easy to kill. Alright, now we're going to prioritize the shock trooper if I can hit him. Come on. Okay, that's Twister. You want to get away from that. This is the main threatening thing in this instance. And he should be dead. Yep.
Was never in doubt.
So this next fight is not threatening in the slightest unless he decides to troll you. Like this. Okay, he's down on the ground. He's most likely going to stay on the ground. Yeah, this is just GG for him.
Let's finish this. Let's go.
This next fight is fairly annoying, but you can't really die on it. That projectile is easy to dodge unless you're Barrett or Aerith. Okay, this is fairly easy. Just get up to him and wail on him, and you can easily interrupt it. Another projectile. Torpid Strike, that is an attack that implies stop. Oh, we just got poisoned. Lovely. Another projectile.
You're done.
And he's just dead here.
Not bad.
This next fight, you can't really die on it. Just read his attacks. Simple as that. That's a machine gun. He's about to spin. Go right back in. Skewer is a charge, just stay off to the side.
Let's do this.
Another spin. See if I can kill him right here. Yep.
Was never in doubt.
Alright, this final fight is fairly threatening, but with the right materia and right mindset, he's not that difficult. This first phase here with him is not that threatening, it's more annoying if anything else. If you want to cast haste to build your ATB bar here, go ahead.
That it?
If you didn't bring it, then that's perfectly fine.
That it?
I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Cure right here. Another Drill Strike.
Mother.
I'm surprised he hasn't thrown any discs yet. Alright. Now this is the part where things start getting threatening. He has 3 electric attacks he can unleash in this phase. The first one being Shock isn't that threatening.
Bring it.
High Voltage is a fairly hard-hitting ability that if you're not at full health, it will kill you. Here's High Voltage. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and heal up.
Come on.
Alright. I think the most powerful of the shock attacks is... yeah, he's charging up for it, so... it's coming soon. That's just the... medium-powered one again.
Come on.
Ultra high voltage. And now we should be able to kill him right here. Oh, I'm not in operator mode. Fuck it. And there you have it. That's the simulation done with Cloud.
Let's go.
For Tifa, we're going to be using the Metal Knuckles with the Supreme Bracer and Champion Belt. Materia is going to be the same exact thing as Cloud. And honestly, this simulation, not the greatest for Tifa. First fight's fairly threatening. The guy on the roller skates can insta-kill you if you are in his face when he casts Twister. But we're going to focus on the unknown entity first, just to make sure we don't get too many Thundagas casted in this fight. Alright, he's dead. Now let's focus on this guy. Alright, that's Twister. We're going to get away from him. And he's dead here.
No surprises there.
This next fight, it's hard to die in unless he completely trolls the hell out of you. Okay, that's poison. We're gonna dodge that. We got Omni Strike to... Never mind, he's not gonna be knocked on his ass. Pop on Barrett Strength again. Dodge that.
Would kill for a shower.
This next fight is fairly annoying, but that's about it. The projectile, easy to dodge, unless you're Barrett or Aerith. Then you're probably better off just blocking him. This is fairly easy to interrupt. One main thing to point out on this guy is that if he uses an attack called Torpid Strike, if it hits you, it applies stop. So you want to make sure you want to dodge that, and Rock Hard is his hardest hitting ability.
Finish him off.
And he's dead right here.
No surprises there.
This next fight, you shouldn't die to him. All you just need to do is read his attacks. Hell, you shouldn't even be touched up by him if you read him correctly. Skewer, that's a charge. I'm gonna pop Unbridled here. Wail on him a little bit more. Bullets.
Give him your all.
Let's continue beating the ever-living shit out of him. That's a spin. Now it's just rinse and repeat after this. Unless you're me. Then we're just gonna go ahead and get hit by everything. Skewer, that's the charge.
Give him your all.
Should be dead. Yep.
That's the way to do it.
And this next fight is fairly threatening, but with our materia, he should be really easy. If you want to make this fight a little bit safer, you can switch out the elemental materia and lightning materia and insert those into your armor instead. That'll make you immune to his electric attacks. But if you want to kill him fast, this build works fine as well. Okay, we're losing a little too much health. I'm gonna heal myself here.
I'm just getting started.
Discs have a chance of it hitting you 3 times. More an annoyance than an actual killing attack though. Alright. Here we go. That's high voltage. High voltage is his medium lightning attack.
We can do better.
It won't kill you, but it will hurt like a motherfucker. Another high voltage.
You're gonna feel this one.
Let's just go ahead and limit here. The main attack we want to look out for is ultra high voltage. If that hits you with your mana ward down and your block down,
That's a
it
win.
will insta-kill you. For Barrett, I'm going to be doing the same exact build I did on a previous video with him. If you want to switch out the Wrecking Ball for the Big Bertha, you can try that. I'm going to also be using the Heavy Duty Bracer with the Supernatural Wrist Guards for materia. Again, linking the Lightning materia with the Elemental materia. I also have a Magic Up materia and the Steadfast Block materia. Again, running Barrier along with Healing. Healing is kind of essential in this. And honestly, this one's not that bad for Barrett. First things first, we're going to want to focus the unknown entity. The guy on the rollerblades is kind of impossible to kill right now. Ah, you son of a bitch. Get over here. He's most likely dead right here. This next fight, it's practically a joke. Please don't call PETA. And now that he's down on the ground, he's gonna stay on the ground. It didn't go the way I was expecting it to, but can't argue with the results. And this next one is gonna be the most annoying fight since we're using the Wrecking Ball instead of a ranged weapon. I'm actually surprised I dodged that. You're probably better off blocking that. Rock Hard is his hardest hitting ability. Apparently longest lasting too. Ah. That's usually what he's gonna do when he appears from one hole and quickly disappears again. He always follows up with a poison attack whenever he quickly disappears. I don't give a fuck.
Don't stop now. I'm fired up and ready to go.
I recommend you don't do that.
Another one in the bag.
I recommend you actually dodge the attack. As for this guy, you can easily read him. You shouldn't really ever be hit by an attack unless it's coming out of his gun. Everything else is fairly easy to dodge. obscures his charge.
You ain't getting out of this. Ain't got nothing on me.
And now we have the very threatening fight for anyone who is melee. Again, his first phase is more annoying than anything else. It's the second phase you want to worry about.
Is that all you got?
These discs have a chance of hitting you 3 times in a row.
Not good enough.
Okay, I'm gonna heal myself after this. Then I'll just go ahead and pop Steel Skin.
Hell yeah, bring it on. Is that all you got?
Alright, here we go. High voltage already, that's his medium attack. Ultra high voltage is the one you want to keep an eye out for.
Enough of that.
I might be in trouble here.
I've lived through worse.
Oh, never mind, he was generous. Ultra high? Nope. Some more melee attacks. Drill strike. That's annoying.
Fire coming. The fire coming.
Let's just go ahead and use this right away. He's almost dead. Alright, ultra high might be coming soon, so I'm gonna top myself off before it comes. More melees. Oh, here it is.
Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
For Aerith, we're going to be using the Mithril Rod with Cog Bangle and Platinum Earrings. For the materia, it's going to be the same exact thing. Lightning materia is going to be linked up with a AP up materia to make sure we kill the hardest fights in this simulation faster. First fight's fairly intimidating. Just kill the unknown entity first. Easy to kill, and the other guy is just fairly annoying. Oh, what? That's an early twister. Alright, you need to die now.
You're burning up. This is gonna hurt. Sorry, but I gotta.
I think I might be able to kill him here.
No big deal. See you around.
So this next fight you shouldn't die on, but that's if he decides to troll you. he's gonna be on his ass. Let's go ahead and pop this. Probably not gonna hit him. Actually, that's great. Alright, another Fire.
Get fired up.
And then we'll follow up with another Fire.
How's this? Stop it.
Oh, never mind. Oh, that's a pounce.
You're burning up. We'll make it quick.
And he's dead.
Moving on.
This next fight is fairly annoying, but that's about it. You can't really die unless 2 certain attacks hit you. If you're at the right range, you can dodge this, but you're probably better off just blocking it. Oh, he's gonna come for another projectile.
How shocking.
There's another one. Rock Hard is his hardest hitting ability.
Ah, sorry, but I gotta. Just a little should help. And we're safe.
This next fight, he's practically a joke. Just make sure you read his attacks, otherwise you'll be laughing at yourself. Bullets are a little hard to dodge. Skewer is a charge.
Too bright?
And 2 Thunderas, and bada bing, bada boom.
That wasn't so bad.
This next fight can be fairly threatening, but since we're on Aerith, it's practically a joke. That's discs. They can hit you 3 times. Gonna go ahead and cast Thunder right here. I'll risk it. Let's go with Thundiga.
You jittery?
Okay, he's transitioning into his second phase. But too late for him, he's dead. And that's Aerith. Next up is the tag team battle. I'm going to be using the Cloud with the Hard Edge, Chain Bangle, Supernatural Wrist Guards. Materia, I'm switching out the Steadfast block for Elemental, linked up with Ice Materia to help make the final battle just a little bit easier on me. And HP up Materia, Lightning Materia, Fire, Revive, Healing, and just for fun, a Luck Up Materia. And I'm going to partner Cloud with Aerith, who's going to be using a Mithril Rod, Cog Bangle, Platinum Earrings. Lightning Materia is going to be linked with the AP Up Materia, because Fire essentially one-shots everything in this fight that it is super effective against. An HP Up Materia, Revive, Magic Up Materia, and a Healing Materia. And honestly, people find the 3-man battle scary. I find the tag team a little bit more scary, considering there's 2 fights in here that can end your run. This first fight's one of the run enders. The Phantom hits really hard. Ghosts can throw up a block that reduces your physical damage by quite a bit. But that's why we have Aerith. Alright. Let's go ahead and cast Fire on him. I'm gonna switch over to Aerith and just stagger him.
We'll make it quick.
Might be able to... yeah, there we go. Frozen Claw, that's a really powerful ability that can take away half your health if you let it hit you.
Can you take over for me?
Since the Phantom's on fire, he will never be able to go invisible again until the fire wears off. That's Blizzara. And he's staggered, and this should be it. That's the first scary fight. Now we got 2 easy fights and then the next scary fight. I'm gonna focus on the Shock Trooper here just to build up my ATB. Then I'm gonna cast Fire on this guy just to get him on his butt.
You're done. Enough.
And this guy should fall over fairly easily. If you use Fire on Aerith, it one-shots him. Cloud's just a little bit weaker in magic. As for this fight, I'm going to focus on the Soldier. Again, this fight's fairly easy. Gonna go into counter stance. I don't know where... Okay, he's right there. He's about to attack Aerith. Aerith, you want to go ahead and cast Fire?
Get fired up.
It's on now.
Okay, he's looking at me, so I'm going to play it safe a little bit.
That's it.
And he's dead. And now we have the next scary fight in this simulation. You want to kill the Zanina as fast as you can. The Hellhound has way too much health and it is the main threat in this fight. But Zanine can die really fast. Hellhound will just take everything you throw at it and just fuck up your day. Alright, Zanine's down, so this fight just got a whole lot easier. Aerith just got turn points for a cure, so I'm going to use that first. Then I'm going to follow up with a Blizzard. Now we can try to fuck him up a little bit.
Going in.
If you decide to link any materia other than Ice to Cloud, do not link Fire, because Fire heals this guy. Alright, I'm gonna buy a little bit more time for Blizzard. Aerith, go ahead and cure it. I'll follow up with Blizzard.
Bundle up. Let's finish this.
If you also decide not to link any type of materia to your weapon, that's perfectly fine. It's not entirely needed, but it is a nice addition. Aerith, go ahead and...
Gotta heal first.
I did it again. Fuck me. That's fine. No, it's not fine. Aerith, would you kindly knock it on its ass, please?
I gotcha.
There we go.
Nothing to it.
And with that fight out of the way, it should be a fairly easy win. This next one really isn't that threatening. Especially considering I have Aerith with a linked up lightning AP up. I'm just gonna go ahead and heal myself first.
Feeling good.
If I got enough time, which now I might. I'm just gonna go ahead and Thunder the Sweeper. Aerith is gonna follow up with a Thundaga, and that should potentially kill it. Nope. I can slash it a little bit. And with that guy dead, it's pretty much a guaranteed win. And that's the tag team battle.
That wasn't so bad.
Next up, we have the three-man battle, which is going to be Cloud with the Hard Edge, Chain Bangle, Supernatural Wrist Guards, along with Tifa with the Metal Knuckles, Supreme Bracer, Champion Belt, and Barrett, who's going to be using Big Bertha, Heavy Duty Bracer, Supernatural Wrist Guards. All three of them have HP up. Tifa has a MP increase for a little bit more spell casts here and there. It's only 10% up, but whatever helps. As for materia, really the only thing you need for these three-man battles are healing and revive. If you want to play it safe, you can also bring a barrier materia and a cleansing for the final fight, but other than that, there's not really much else you need to bring for this. Everyone finds this, well, everyone I've heard say it's kind of tough for them, but I honestly don't find this one that threatening, really. There's only one fight that you can slam into like a brick wall. So for this first fight, you do not want the bomb to live any longer than it needs to. If you let it live too long, it will swell up to a size that it can finally explode and then potentially kill you. So that's fight number one. Moving on to fight number two. This guy is... he's a little scary, but that's only if you decide to cast a spell on it. And the chef's knife is fairly simple to deal with. Just dodge it. Oh, unlike, or you can just do that. Scourge is a stun. I'm gonna make sure I'm plenty of distance away from him.
You got this.
All set.
Taking over.
Alright, he's changing targets. I'm gonna roll away just to figure out who he's focused on. Looks like he's on Tifa, so I'm gonna go back in. Barrett, you want to go ahead and Maximum Fury? Doom and Gloom, that... like I said, fairly easy if you decide not to cast any abilities on him. Scourge is stunned, Tifa's gonna go down. Never mind, he's switching over to Cloud. That's another Scourge. I'm long gone though, so he won't be able to reach me unless he teleports, which he's going to. He's not focused on me, so I'm gonna all in. Another teleport. Okay, he's focused on me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pressure him. And he's dead. A little bit longer of a fight than I would have liked, but oh well, can't be helped. To be honest, the Behemoth here is really the only threatening fight. you're running a melee comp like I am currently, you mainly want to take out the lower body first. If you take out the upper body, all he's going to do is kick around like crazy, and if you switch over to Barrett, your melee characters just sprint on in trying to kill themselves. And the main reason why I didn't bring Aerith for this fight is because as long as those horns are intact, every time you try to cast a spell, he's going to counter with Flare. Okay, now he's glowing red, so I'm going to go ahead and barrier everyone just to be safe. Barrett's going to pop a steel skin. I don't have barrier on Cloud, nice. Tifa just got hit, so that's perfect time for her to cast barrier. The main thing to worry about Behemoth is that when he glows red, that's kind of not when you want to attack him, considering he deals more damage and takes less of it, but I'm kind of a risky person. Alright, he's not red anymore, so we can go ahead and attack him. I want to make one thing clear on this fight. It is not a nuke him as fast as you can fight. Yes, he is scary, so you want him dead as quick as you can get him. But mainly is just lasting longer than him. If you try to nuke him, all you're going to do is get yourself killed faster. I need to get the lower body down a little bit. That's not good. Now he's gonna start kicking like crazy. Alright. Now let's go ahead and just do everything to him. Barrett doesn't have enough ATB, so I'm just gonna leave him be. Alright, we're gonna take this time to go ahead and heal. Sorry if I'm not talking much, this is one of those fights that requires a lot of focus. Okay, he's red, so once again, play it safe. Got Barrett pounced, so I'm gonna come in for a little bit of damage. Okay, he's no longer red, so we can deal all the damage we want. I Could have probably countered that. That looks like it's gonna be another spin. Alright, now let's try to break the lower body as quick as we can. Should be fairly easy. I wasted that. Whoops. I think the horns might have broke. Yeah, the horns are broken. Now that they're broken, you can freely cast whatever spells you want, but honestly, it's the end of the fight, so it doesn't really matter what I do now.
Nothing to it.
So this next fight, yes, the Tomberry is scary, but you want to prioritize the bomb. Again, the bomb is only threatening if you let it stay alive. The AIs can handle the Tomberry perfectly fine. That, and it looks like the Tomberry's not even gonna reach us, so this should be an easy kill on the bomb. Alright, now it's just the Tomberry. And again, you want to make sure you don't cast any spells on him. And that includes abilities. As you found out earlier. Still focused on me? Okay. Scourge is stunned. Just keep dodging the chef's knife and that will apply pressured, which will allow you to get one full combo off on as Cloud. But as soon as pressure disappears, make sure you run away as quick as you can, because this might happen and you don't want to be scourged right beside him. Actually, I don't want to use an ability, otherwise I'm gonna kill someone. I was thinking I should probably do Stagger Strike with Tifa, but better to be safe than sorry. There is one ability we haven't seen yet that applies stop to everyone around him. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but Bone Deep Grudge, that's it right there. So now Barrett and Tifa are most likely, well, Tifa's definitely gonna die.
Still up for it?
And he's focused on Barrett, so we should be able to kill him right here. If not, at least stagger him. Or he can teleport. Hi.
Let's finish this. Good job.
And now we have the last fight in this simulation. just gonna go ahead and cast Regen on myself to counteract the poison a little bit. When Tifa or Barrett get enough mana, I'm just gonna, well, not mana, turn points, I'm gonna cast Barrier on myself. And then after that, Marlboro's pretty much just a tank and spank. The only thing you want to keep your eyes out for is bad breath. Oh, he does turn. Yeah, wherever you do, don't turn that towards your friends. Otherwise you will hit your friends with every status effect in the game and you pretty much game over. Reapply Regen to Cloud. Bad breath. Just make sure you don't get hit by bad breath, and this fight is super easy. Acid, that's just gonna reapply poison. And apparently slow. Alright, Barrett, go ahead and heal yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and take my own advice. Tifa, you want to go ahead and pop Unbridled. Here comes Bad Breath again. Gonna pop Mana Wall on Cloud again. Tifa's gonna pop Regen. And once we stagger him, he pretty much should be dead. Yeah, he's dead right here. And that's the 3-man simulation right there.
Would kill for a shower.
Alright, I hope that helped anyone get a starting point or a better understanding of how these fights worked. If you feel like I forgot anything, feel free to leave a comment down below. Anyways, I'm gonna go continue bang my head against the rank 7 mission. I'll talk to y'all later. Stay safe.